Yooper John, what are you up to?
Holy waff, it ain't Miss Carolyn. Well, I'm here watching the Yooper tube trying to figure out how to use this here clickbait.
Clickbait?
Yeah, my friends Patrick and Patty told me if I'm going to be successful on Yooper tube, I need to learn how to fish for clicks.
Do you know what you're fishing for?
Missy, if there's one thing I know, it's about fishing.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Grand Shamrock Tour. I'm Carolyn, and I'm sitting on the back of our big Mamba Jamba, and I've got a special guest, Yooper John.
Hello, America! Glad to be here today.
Gosh. Well, we are just wrapping up our time here in the Upper Peninsula, and we kind of wanted to ask John some questions here. But first, I want to apologize. Where is John?
Oh, Cousin John's out fishing on Superior today.
Oh, well, what is he fishing for?
Whitefish. They're running about 6 to 8 right now.
Oh, 6 to 8 feet deep?
No, 6 to 8 feet long. We grow them big up here in the UP.
So you can see how this interview is going to go.
Well, we're really glad to have had you up here the last couple of weeks, Miss Carolyn. You and Cousin John have been just a wonderful, wonderful joy to be around.
Well, thank you. We've enjoyed our time so much. There's just this canopy of trees. It's just green and lush and a lot of outdoor activities. So we've enjoyed our hiking here. How about you? Is that hiking something that you like to do?
Well, I'll take a hike. Sometimes I'll hike from the couch over to the icebox, grab a cold one, and hike back to the couch.
Oh, no.
But nothing like you and Cousin John do running around here. But I did hydrate on my trip.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I think our hikes are a little longer than yours. We would hike out to those pictured rocks and the sandstones, the trees, the roots growing in them. Just really something.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Now the roots, though, did you get out to that windfall? Because you'll see the roots don't grab in real deep. We had a windfall come through here in March and knocked a bunch of trees down. Did you go through those trees?
We did. I mean, that must have been quite a windstorm.
Yeah, that was a gale came through. They say somewhere between 70 and 90 miles an hour. Ended up all the way down. They felt it down in Manistee.
Manistee's about 60 miles from here.
Seems about right.
Okay. Hey, I do have another question for you.
Sure.
Do you ride motorcycles?
I don't ride motorcycles. I got four-wheelers and snow machines. But there was a couple of motorbikers that came out the other day while we had a bear. And we were out ready to let the dogs loose on that bear, and these two motorbikers come by. That wasn't you, was it?
Well, it might have been. We drove by. There was maybe 5 or 6 trucks. I'd never seen anything like it. Filled with dogs. Those dogs never stop barking.
No, they're ready to go. They're after that bear.
We pulled,
Oh! Well, hey, we'll tell that story. We'll tell that story that we were in Florida the last time I saw a bear. Florida.
We just missed the bear.
Yeah, the bear came right through where those motorbikers came through. And we were having to make a decision. Are we going to let those dogs loose and spend the rest of the day chasing a bear?
Yeah.
Or are we going to head down to the bear trap and have a cold one on ourselves?
Oh, well, what happened?
Well, we went down to the bear trap and had a cold one. Yeah.
We'll score 1 for the bear.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's out there somewhere.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
We kept riding, though. Made our way out to the Sable lighthouse. Right there on Lake Superior. It was built because you guys have a lot of shipwrecks. Now there's about 550 shipwrecks, I believe, out there on the Lake Superior.
Right, but that section that you were out there in Sable,
yeah,
that area to Whitefish Point, we call that the shipwreck coast There's about 200 laying to rest right there in that stretch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing they put those lighthouses in. It's been a joy to just see all of that.
Yeah, did you come in from Log Slide?
Oh yeah, so the log slide. Tell me a little
So
bit
my
about
so
the
my
log
grandfather, Yooper John III, he ended up being a logger out there. They'd take those logs, they'd run them all the way down that sandy hill into Superior, load them up on freighters, and then they'd go all over North America. I don't think there's a house built down in the lower 48 that doesn't have something from right here in the UP.
slide. Oh wow. Even on the west?
Yeah,
North?
where do you think you got your nails, Missy?
Well, we'll talk about the iron ore in a second. You know, you got another lighthouse there, the Whitefish Point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a beautiful location. It's also Lake Superior, and the Edmund Fitzgerald.
The Shipwreck Museum.
The Shipwreck Museum.
You went in and saw the Edmund Fitzgerald's bell, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah,
That's
it's
a thing
it's
of beauty.
beautiful. It is.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you touch it?
No.
Ah, it's a trick question.
Hey.
It's behind glass.
I'm asking the questions here.
Sorry about that, Missy.
Well, you know what's interesting about that is that Lake Superior gets a lot of waves. We haven't really talked about this. But on the Edmund Fitzgerald, the waves, they said, were about 35 feet high on a lake. The wind and the turbulence and the fog that happens.
Well, they went down,
It's real interesting.
the Canadians, that's in Ontario waters there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we ended up getting that bell brought up from our friends in Canada.
Yeah.
They brought it up, gave it to us. It's on display there at the Shipwreck Museum, which is one of our gems.
Oh,
But they
totally.
replaced another bell down there, very,
Yeah, with the 29 names.
Right.
Never to be visited again.
it'll never be visited again.
Yeah. Well, here in the Upper Peninsula, we found 5 things that we experienced that we really enjoyed. So
What
I am
are
going
they?
to share those.
Oh, what are they?
Okay, we got the Sulaks.
Oh, those are interesting, yeah.
You got the Whitefish Point.
Special.
You got Pictured Rocks. of
Our
course.
favorite.
Yeah. There's Kitchitikipi.
Took you a while to learn how to say that, didn't it, Missy?
Yes, it does. Kind of an interesting place, though. And then there's Marquette with the iron ore dock. Just this beautiful little town.
It's a big city.
That's not necessarily the biggest city, really. A lot of go
That
ahead.
iron ore dock out there,
Yeah.
it's one of the 9 wonders of the world.
Isn't it 7 wonders of the world?
I lost count.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
lost count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, while we've been here, we have met some real special families. We met the Wassa family. They're actually from the lower.
They are. They come up here every year, though. What a fine group of kids and family. Love those people, the Wassas.
Oh, well, that's great. How about you? Speaking of family, do you have family?
No, I'm afraid it's just Yooper John. That's all the stuff. You know, I wasn't as lucky as cousin John to find somebody special like you, Miss Carolyn. I had one love of my life, and that was back in high school. Miss Gertie.
Miss Gertie.
Yeah.
Did she get cold feet?
Well, everybody up here has cold feet. No, she got lured away by the bright lights in the big city.
Oh, you're talking about like Detroit or something.
No, Escanaba.
Oh my goodness. Escanaba. That's a whole nother conversation. And on that note, travel safe, everyone.
And this is Yooper John signing off for the last time here from the UP.